Okay, we're about to go meet this school and the health village. Hello.
She's one of the tutors. She's fantastic.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, she's from here. Yeah.
We're a family of 7 who decided to travel the world 1 month at a time. Chris, Leslie, Lucy, Grant, Lincoln, Harrison, and Grace. Now, we're the 7 Wayfinders.
I just got done having lunch with David and Komang and Karina from the East Bali Poverty Project, which was kind of a wrap up to our initiative of working with them during our stay here in Bali. We're almost done with Bali, which is crazy. When we got here, we felt like it would last forever because it's the longest location probably that we'll ever have, honestly. 6 weeks is a lot. A month is a lot. And anyway, I just wanted to talk about what it's like to work with them and what we did while we were here. Chris really wanted to do something that would make a lasting change in Bali versus just visiting something one time. So we found David online, and I'm so glad we did. He's such a cool person, honestly, and to meet people that literally dedicate their life to improving the lives of others is very admirable and very impressive to me. This is the school. Health Post is right there. The one with the colored roof, yeah?
Yeah, this is our school. This is the one that community meeting centre called Bali Banja.
Okay.
They're all held there.
Okay.
Let me go first.
Yeah. Come on, come say hi. Pagi! Pagi means like good morning. Selamat pagi, remember? Okay, come on, go get in there. We went to the villages twice. We met with David in his office, and we helped to fund, along with some of our family and friends, the first year of a malnutrition project that they're doing, which essentially is to educate. What is malnutrition? Why is it happening? When David first went to these villages, the malnutrition was like 80% of the children, and through solving some of the water issues and the sanitation issues, it's gotten a lot better, but it's still a problem, and kids are still starving and not growing. So I just am really impressed with what they're doing. They're working on so many different things. They're working on education and sanitation and clean drinking water, and working with the government of Indonesia, who didn't even know that this village existed. David had to point it out on the map, because they were like, what are you talking about? And there's a lot of people. It's one big village with, I think it's 16 hamlets and about 15,000 people, so a substantial amount of people. And I had no idea what to expect going there. We've never been to Bali. We've never really honestly seen extreme poverty. I didn't know what that would mean, or what that would mean for our kids that day, or and in the end, it's really cool to see that they're essentially doing life the same way we all do, right? They're trying to raise their kids, they're trying to provide for their family, they have community relationships, they go to school, it's just a different lifestyle. It's kind of like the same life in a different lifestyle. Okay, how did you do? Does it look good? Tell me what it says. Is it good? Is it good? Oh, I love it. Okay, so they're getting their report
I
cards.
keep coming over here to get the face, and he keeps going to the other side. I'm like, are you doing it on purpose?
And then they have a short break, and then they'll come back to school.
Yeah, as soon as it finishes.
We were able to visit the home of 2 severely malnutritioned little kids. I mean, we're talking ages 2 and younger. Okay, so this little friend is 2 years old.
Got hernia as well.
Oh, a hernia?
Yeah, but already operated a few months ago.
Oh, like in his belly button? Yeah.
What was that?
It was very humbling for my kids. One in particular, we all fell in love with, and little Lincoln still prays for him in our daily prayers. He had hydrocephalus as a baby and has a hard time eating in general. And so they were talking to the mom about the possibility of a blender, which is totally new, a totally new concept. And thankfully they do have electricity, which is fairly recent. And just, like the concept of this and the opportunity to find this device was just a little bit insurmountable. You could tell it was just overwhelming. And so I just said, hey, can we bring a blender next time we come? And so we did. And it was really neat. It was a really neat experience. We went and completed a shopping list as our Christmas that we were giving away, and I don't say that in any way to brag about us. I found it to be such a cool experience that I want to share it with others. I want people to know what it's like coming from a beautiful first world country, visiting a impoverished third world country. Because it was a little intimidating for me, honestly. It's not something I've done. I didn't know what it would be like to take my kids. And it was just a beautiful experience.
How old are you?
How old?
15 years old.
15 years
I
old.
am 13 years old.
13.
But I am 14.
Oh, very good. 14?
I'm 13 years old.
13 years old. How old are some of our little ones?
They're not speaking English.
Okay, so will you help me then? How old are they?
Come on. Tanya.
Umurnya berapa umurnya? Kurang tahu umurnya. Berapa? 7 tahun. Siapa aja? Oh,
How much?
siapa?
7. You're 7. Okay.
Yang lain berapa?
11 tahun.
Berapa?
11 tahun.
11. Oh, she's 11 too.
Berapa? 13, 13.
13. Who said that? I missed. Who said that? Oh, you right there. Okay.
And you, how old? Umur berapa?
8 tahun. 8 tahun, Pak.
Berapa Tanya?
13?
No, 8.
Oh, 8.
She's
Oh,
very
Grant,
small.
you're 8.
Very good
Say
size.
hi. Say hi. He's 8 too.
Oh,
And this
come
one
on,
is
umur
5. Anyone 5? 5?
No, the start school is
Yeah,
7.
7. Oh, at 7. Okay. So no 5s here today.
You, umur berapa? Berapa umurnya? Umur? 7 ya? 7.
7.
And you, how old are you?
18 years
18.
Yes,
18 years?
Senior high school.
Oh,
Senior high school.
awesome.
I am 18 years
Yeah.
18
and
years
they're really
old.
very, very smart, believe me.
Oh, I believe
They're
you.
the best
I
of us.
believe you. Absolutely. Absolutely. How about you?
I am 18 years
18 years
So in the
old.
high school, senior high school,
Uh-huh.
all girls except him, he's the only boy.
Yeah, oh.
And he's brilliant.
The only boy in senior high school? Why?
Well, because
Are they working? The other ones?
Yeah, the others dropped out
Yeah,
early.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I saw him from the beginning, and he's a fabulous kid.
It was just a beautiful experience. There's language barriers, but it didn't matter. Kids are kids, and like I said, they're just living their life in the best way that they know how. That was really impactful, and I think also seeing the drinking water situation. They collect rainwater in these big cement tubs, and it grows algae and it has things floating in it, and they use like a paint can to scoop it out, and they use that for flushing their toilet and feeding their livestock, and it gets set down in manure, and then it goes right back in the water. So they're doing their best to educate on boiling their water before they drink it, because the mortality rate of kids was just through the roof because they're dying of E. coli poisoning. So, you know, it's really cool to just see years of education and how it has drastically changed the lives of so many people. And I just really admire the team of the East Bali Poverty Project and how they dedicate so much time and so much effort and so much love to improving the lives of others. And it's hard for me to just express what the experience was like, but I just want to say that it was cool in so many ways, and I hope it's just the first of many. So hope you enjoy the pictures and the video, and I'm gonna do a blog post about it too if you care to know more, and if you don't, then that's okay too.
We've just been having such a blast seeing these kids. Have you been having fun? No, you don't like it?
I mean, I do, but they keep asking me where I'm from. It's kind of funky.
Well, that's because that's what the English that they know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we spoke Indonesian so we could talk to them more. But you should just go do rock, paper, scissors. Whoa, look at that rainwater.
I'll carry you inside.